Welcome to The Thriving Scapegoat, a podcast for women who are cast as the problem, when in truth, they were the truth tellers. I'm your host, Julie Cielo, somatic coach, author, and guide for women healing from complex trauma, family enmeshment, and the invisible wounds of being scapegoated. If you ever felt misunderstood, exiled, or blamed for dynamics you didn't create, if you've done the deep work to break the generational patterns and you're ready to reclaim your voice, your body, and your life, you're in the right place. This is where we stop over-explaining, stop performing for love, and start living in alignment with what's real. Here, we talk about nervous system healing, shadow work, emotional sovereignty, and what it takes to not just survive your past, but thrive beyond it. Because you were never too much. You were never the problem. You were the disruption to the dysfunction, and now you get to become the woman who rises because of it. Let's begin.
Have you ever noticed that you keep saying you want a different life, but somehow you keep recreating the same one? Maybe you say you want healthier relationships, but you keep choosing emotionally unavailable partners. And the more you rest, yet somehow your calendar just keeps filling up. You want to stop drinking, then 5 o'clock comes around and the body just seems to make the decision before your mind even has a chance. You say you want to leave the job, start the business, move across the country, write the book, set the boundary, tell the truth. And yet, months pass, sometimes years, and you're still standing in the exact same place. If that's you, I want you to know something. I don't think you're lazy. I don't think you're lacking discipline. And I definitely don't think that you're broken. I think that you're trying to create a life with a nervous system that doesn't believe it's safe. So today I want to explore that idea together. We don't live from what we don't know. We live from what feels safe. And that has become one of the biggest shifts in my own understanding, because for years I thought that change meant something that happened because we knew something. We read another book, we went to another workshop, we had another breakthrough, we did another ceremony, we went down to Peru. Eventually, women have to realize that they deserve better because these momentary instances don't last. We know that alcohol isn't helping. We know that we deserve love. We know we deserve rest. Knowledge isn't the problem, nor is insight. Safety is. Because your nervous system asks one question before every decision. Not, what do I want, but is it safe? That changes everything. As a transformational life coach, I used to ask that question a lot. Survival versus aliveness. And this is one of the tragedies of modern life, that women keep surviving instead of thriving, checking the boxes, being responsible, being dependable, being productive, being everyone's safe place, being admired, being exhausted. And aliveness feels completely different, because aliveness feels curious, creative, connected, present, playful, honest, rested, alive. The heartbreaking part, though, is that many women haven't actually felt that versions of themselves in years. Not because she's gone, not because she's aged, because she's been protected by something called functional freeze. One of the most misunderstood nervous system states is functional freeze. People think freeze means lying in bed, being unfunctionable. Functional freeze is sneakier than that. It can look like running a company or 2 or 3, achieving millions of dollars or certifications, raising kids, leading meetings, raising other people's kids, teaching and volunteering, working out, making dinner, shopping, counting macros, smiling, checking every box while quietly feeling disconnected from yourself. It looks functionally beautiful while feeling emotionally numb, because you're functioning and everyone assumes you're okay. But sometimes you assume you're okay until one day your body whispers, I can't do this anymore. This is called outdated software. And this is the metaphor I keep coming back to, because imagine buying a brand new computer, beautiful brand new computer, fast, powerful. Now imagine trying to run software from 25 years ago. Eventually, things are going to stop working. Not because the computer's broken, but because the software doesn't match the system. And I think many women in midlife are living this exact thing. Your nervous system learned incredible strategies of people-pleasing, perfectionism, overworking, hyperindependence, reading the room before speaking, keeping everyone else happy and not asking for too much. I'm low maintenance, not being too much. Those strategies weren't wrong. In fact, they're brilliant because they got you to where you're at. But here's the question. Are they going to get you where your soul is trying to take you next? Or is it just time for a software update? Not because your old self has failed, but because you've outgrown her. And if that lands, it's not because you need fixing. What if you just haven't stepped into the life that your nervous system doesn't believe? So here's a question that I've been asking myself lately. What is the life my nervous system still doesn't believe is safe? That question opened everything for me because suddenly I'm not asking what's wrong with me. I'm asking what part of me still believes I have to survive? And maybe your nervous system doesn't yet believe it's safe to rest, to receive, to be loved without earning it, to make less money for a season while building something meaningful, to leave the relationship, to stop the drinking, to tell the truth, to disappoint someone because you're choosing yourself. And the beautiful thing is that your nervous system isn't trying to sabotage you, it's trying to protect you. The invitation isn't to fight it, it's to gently teach it that life has changed and maybe you have too. So as we close today, I'd love for you to sit with one question and don't answer it immediately. Just carry it with you for this next week. What if the life that your nervous system still doesn't believe is safe? What is that life? Write it in your journal. Notice what comes up and notice what your body says before your mind jumps in. Because I have a feeling that answer may hold the doorway to the next chapter of your life. And over the next few episodes, we're going to keep exploring this idea. We're going to talk about why success doesn't always feel like freedom, and why mindset alone rarely creates change, and why our bodies often know the truth long before our minds are willing to admit it. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this conversation resonated, share it with another woman who might be wondering why she keeps recreating the same life that she says she wants to leave behind. This is the Thriving Scapegoat, where we stop confusing survival with identity, reclaim our truth, and survive not just what shaped us. Until next time, take care of yourself. I hope you join the complimentary seasonal somatics embodiment practice that's only complimentary for the rest of July. Check the show notes for the info. Thank you for being here.
If today's episode resonated, that's your entry point. Healing scapegoating isn't just insight, it's nervous system work. And this is what I teach through seasonal somatics, a body-based method that helps you regulate, reconnect, and move with real change. I offer weekly group classes, both in-person and online, immersive retreats, and limited one-on-one mentorship. You can find all the details in the show notes. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs it, and make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, choose truth over belonging, self-trust over self-abandonment. You didn't just survive this to stay stuck. You're here to thrive.